So we have a question from a viewer who wants to know about how viewers or others can find out the kinds of campaign money or finance that individual legislators receive from various interest groups. Pharmaceutical companies was an area of concern for this viewer. And this viewer may not be aware of kind of how that structure works. Let's pick on you, Representative Nelson. You want to tell our viewers about the Campaign Finance and Public Disclosure Board and all that paperwork you have to file?
And actually, it's not that much paperwork. We have to do it during the campaign a couple times, and then we have to do a final report at the end of the year. And but you have to, and then also right before the election, within so many days before the election, any large donation you get, you have to report within 24 hours. And all that goes to the Campaign Finance Board, and all that's online, and that you can tell, in fact, if you're filling out the reforms, you can tell who you got the money from, how much money they gave you, if they're a PAC, what the PAC is, and what they did. So that, we have a fairly open system in Minnesota. Plus, with our public dollars that we get, if we agree to limit our spending, we get public dollars that help keep the cost of our campaigns down. I think the first year I was in, the second year I was in office, I went to an NCLS event out of state, and I was talking with a legislator who had a similar size, similar configured district as mine, but in Florida. And he said he had to raise $3 million just to get reelected. And this was 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think our campaign spending limits at the time were like $35,000 that if you signed up. So money is just, it gets pervasive in the whole system, and it can make it difficult to get good people to run. The idea of having to run and having to raise all that money, a lot of people say, I just don't want to do it. And if I had to raise $3 million, I don't think I could do it.
Any thoughts on the campaign finance issues?
Well, I do. There's a special election going on right now up in District 11 for a Senate seat, and I know that the Democratic candidate has raised like $100,000, and that's quite a lot. Now, there are certainly have been higher, and that's a very short period of time too, because it was like a month-long campaign because it's a special election, and I don't know how much the Republican candidate has raised.
When we're in session, it's a short campaign.
Yeah,
it's 4 weeks.
And because it is, they didn't take public financing. Maybe it wasn't available to them for a special election.
It is,
and so they didn't. It sounds to me like they didn't limit their spending, so they didn't take public financing. But that does help bring down the cost. And so, I mean, I'm in a pretty safe seat, so I don't spend very much money on my campaigns. But I have heard of Iowa, places like that, and these people don't make any money either in their seats. Like we did just get a raise to $46,000. We had 31.9 for 20 years, but in Iowa they're making like 16,000 or something. And so it's amazing how much money they have to spend for a job, part-time job that pays $16,000.
And just so you know, because I ran in a special election, and there's a difference in our laws that if it's when the legislature's in session, it's a 35-day election. The governor has 5 days to declare a vacancy, and then it basically ends up to be a 4-week election. And mine was the vacancy was declared February 5th, and the general election was November 5th. Or no, excuse me, March 5th. And so it's 2 weeks in, you have a primary if there's not time to pull your name off the ballot, so you got a primary, then 2 weeks later you have the general election. And it's quick.
Yeah.
So that's, when we're not in session, they can drag it out longer. But when we're in session, it's a 4 weeks.
A little bit off your topic, but the problem with this special election up in Carlton and Pine County is that a lot of these areas only vote by mail-in ballot. And the post office was closed this week. The special election's February 5th. The post office was closed one day this week. And then for the primary, you had Martin Luther King Day, where the post office wasn't open. And so for the primary, there were hundreds and hundreds of ballots that never made it in time. It has to arrive by election day, not postmarked. And so they think that's going to happen with this special election as well, is that the mail-in ballots are just not going to arrive.
So for our viewers who are concerned about these issues relating to contributions to candidates, I can tell you from my time on the Ethical Practices Board, I served on that board many years ago before I entered the judiciary, now known as the Campaign Finance and Public Disclosure Board. All of their records, as Representative Nelson suggested, are online, and they have a nifty search tool. So if you think it's a concern that a particular company or business has contributed to particular candidates, you can do a search for that. And it's really pretty sophisticated and I think pretty useful. And I don't know anybody who, I mean, there are debates about what campaign finance should look like, but disclosure rules have really improved over the decades. So